Well, here we are in the end after such a close bind going to overtime, 14-12. It's going to be Passion Project to close the deal and send us into a map 3. I mean, Dan, watching that map back and forth, there's concerns when you're going up against the Shopify Rebellion that's been proven to be strong on bind. It's tough, but Passion Project played so well.
For this whole map, watching it was just the it's so over, we're so back. For whatever team you were supporting, you didn't really know how it was gonna go. It was Power Pixel doing really good on that second half, helping out this team of Passion Project. It closed out that last round, but on top of that, a Shopify that it seems like they had that chance to close it out the last 2 rounds on the for the regulars. It went their way, but for that overtime, it was all about Passion Project, and they look really good. Every single one of these players look amazing on this map. You can tell how much they prepared to make sure that they could take down Shopify Rebellion.
The first kills are insane. They have 19 for Passion Project, 7 for Shopify over the course of that game. I was really hoping, frankly, that Passion Project were going to win. I want to get to a third map, and they were playing better Valorant in that game. Floor was going insane. I'm actually one of the GOATs, and I'm glad that we're going to see another map of this because I think Passion Project deserve it, honestly.
Yeah, you bring up a really good point there that, yeah, Fluorescent at 31-17, absolutely popping off. When you're looking across the board, Passion Project, the coordination that they had, the team play they had, everyone stepping up, it was really, really nice to see them come together. And I think on that account, deserving of a third map in this series. And there was one round that we even wanted to call back to here, Wyatt, that when we're looking at that team play and that coordination coming out from Passion Project, this really encapsulates it.
Yeah, this was a great defensive round from them. Keep in mind that this map bind is great for Shopify, and Passion Project picked it into them. And it's rounds like this that stand out to me. When the harbor wall is up, Lazy Lion pops these cages so they can play in front of the wall, fight together. Unstable finds his timing to swing with Lazy Lion in the crossfire. When they were actually fighting hard, anchoring the sites together, they were finding a ton of success in those moments. And I love to see that adjustment from them, understanding how to play around the comp that Shopify were bringing in.
And even with rounds like that and the team play they had, this was still really, really close through and through because you cannot deny the power of Shopify Rebellion and the power of Floor here, Dan. But once we got into the attacking end, we got to see 2 really big step-ups coming up on the side of Passion Project just in the nick of time here. Jazzy and Power Pixel.
Every single one of the players on this side, they got their chance to shine. They got the chance to close out these rounds and to start them off for Jassy. It's a consistency that we saw throughout this map. Even on the defensive side, she was doing really, really great, finding the value out of her abilities, out of those kills. And on the second half, on the attacking side, the side that makes the most sense for this race player, she was amazing. And it was towards the beginning on the defensive side that you saw with a couple of the set plays by Passion Project with Unstable and Jassy, but towards that second half when it was time to attack, you see Power Pixel stepping up, being the difference maker and allowing this team to go, this map to go their way.
There was a string of really key rounds on the side swap for Passion Project to get that comeback going to tie up the game. And it was 3 rounds in a row where Jazzy found entries. Overall, she had 6 entries for the game. Power Pixel had 5. And they pretty much all started with the second half onward. So can't be, spoken to enough how much these 2 players stepped up to get them over the finish line.
You say over the finish line, but this isn't quite done yet. Being able to close out that second map definitely was nice. There's still one more now in the series, the decider who's going to be going on into our grand finals. It's going to be the great decider of Ascent here. Dan, this is going to be quite a nice even playing ground because both teams quite proficient on this map.
And it shows not only in the last times that they played it for this second series, but it shows in the last time that they played it against each other in the close qualifier for the semifinals. They played this map of Ascent, and it was Shopify Rebellion taking it 15-13. It was very close between the 2. Of course, you can expect that standard composition to come through for both, but I feel like it's a very, as we said, very even playing ground for these 2 to close it out. So there's a good chance that maybe we actually do see an upset. Maybe we do see them changing the game.
Yeah, honestly, this is the map that I expected Passion Project to actually pick. It was a surprise when they brought bind in with Ascent available. It's usually their standard go-to map. They've always been super good here, and like you said, I mean, Shopify have been as well, so you have to expect this is going to be a super close game to round out this series.
Which I think, too, when you're looking at a close game to round out the series, with how Passion Project has been playing across the board, once you get into this standard map, that it's never really too much of a surprise when you go into an Ascent agent composition of what you're going to be seeing here. But considering that how much Passion Project have been playing together, I think this is going to bode really well for them. And if this was a map that they maybe could have picked into Shopify Rebellion, Dan, I think that does wonders for them now, taking on that momentum that they're going to be carrying over from Bind.
This is a map that is yet to be played by the side of Shopify Rebellion when it comes to the main event, but they have played it in the past, and as I said, it's a map that they played against each other before. And there's also so much that you can do, right? Unless we were to see a completely different composition, a new addition maybe instead of the Killjoy, we see the Cypher, those little changes you can expect about the same, and you can expect, I feel like, very, very strong preparation when it comes to the side of Passion Project. With the same way that we saw it on Bind, they can do it in Ascent, and I feel like even better to get the win.
I cannot wait to get into this, as this really could be the game changer going on into this. Shopify Rebellion, always been that #1 team of Passion Project. This all in second place, and they have the chance for this upset now heading into Ascent. And heading on over into our agent composition here, I'm not going to be necessarily surprised to see some agents coming on in here. Sure enough, Wyatt, here we are.
Both of these teams play the standard meta comp, but the critical change that I'm going to be looking to is the roles on Passion Project. Unstable picks up the Jet for this team. Jazzy swaps over to the KJ on this map. Just in their last game they had a couple days ago against Solstice here, the two of them both went off. It was a dominant game. Both dropped 20 kills. So I'm really going to be looking at Unstable to match Fluorescent's proficiency here. It's going to be the first time we're seeing Floor on Jet in this series as well, and we know obviously that she is just lethal on the agent just as much as she is on Raze.
And I want everyone to keep their eyes on Power Pixel once again. This is the only player on this side of Passion Project who has taken a win of a series against Shopify Rebellion. Is once again on the KO as we got to see them on Bind, and it's a big chance that it could happen again. Passion Project is looking amazing, and it could be a surprise that we have.
They still have to get past that Jet Fluorescent. Time to see if they can do it and move on into our grand finals. It's time for Ascent to head back on over to Ender and Mimi.
No one's managed to beat Shopify in Game Changers domestically since their loss in Series 3 to EG way back when to that roster. But there's a chance here, and this squad, Passion Project, is good on Ascent. Christy, your team played against them. What strengths are we looking at from their Ascent?
Honestly, they kind of just ran us over on attack. They ran just really heavy exec style, just grouping up as 5 players, not even looking to get very active on the lurks, although that is something that Jazzykins is very much known for on this map. If they play slower rounds, you're going to see her really testing space over into B main, but they did a ton of just dive plays into mains with paranoias off the rip, committing utility right from the get-go, and honestly, I'm thinking that's what we're ready for here in this pistol round.
But Shopify is ready for a hot start as well. 3 players queued up in mid. Maybe looking to get a little aggressive there. See a lot of these set plays to set Floor up for success, but I'm seeing that aggression towards B. It's instead a reaction back towards this site. Floor spotted out, but Paranoia has stalled out this hit, and Passion Project will reset straight into Mel. She'll hold the line, another player up top, Noya with her, but they'll all retreat and the round resets.
Bit awkward calling now for Passion Project because they wanted to retreat back into mid, but then they run into all these players. Shopify haven't cleared out the space either. You can see Noya just waiting inside of the smoke on Catwalk, and while Passion Project initially wanted to maybe leave an insert of Unstable, rotate into mid to A, now they're just resetting up for a B hit, but there's 4 players ready to flood out from Shopify.
And Mel is going to be so close to the smoke. Dart and a flash, ready to go. In comes the utility. Mel stuck into the corner floor for the first kill. The molly is through. The crossfire is brutal. Not one kill coming onto the board for Passion Project. They are locked out. The spike near unretrievable. And damage done to both these players. Sabu will swing into their death, and Jazzy follows too. A clean pistol round there for Shopify. flawless on the B hold, navigating a really odd mid-round there to find the stack on B.
Yeah, honestly, they did everything right. The walkout into mid and then holding on to that space. They knew that the only option for Passion Project is either to re-hit into B on the upcycle of their initiator utility or run all the way back over towards A, which would have taken another 10-15 seconds before they had to respect that. I think Passion Project really rushed themselves through on the mid round and needed to clear out more space into mid. At least put down some kind of a cross smoke or something to threaten that rotate out. And it could be a problem for them if they are locked into this more exec style. As Shopify continue to, own mid space in mid rounds. That'll be something they have to work their way out from, I think, Passion Project.
This round, though, they've given up.
Well, somewhat.
Floor, finding the time to swing back. And they have found up Cat, though, but this crossfire is really nice. Melt, not very pressure from main. That one way still good. It'll be a reposition towards Wine. And Lazy Lion will get checked.
One enemy
Dealt with cleanly there. Lovely eco for Shopify.
Yeah, that's what I call a Friday evening. Reposition towards Wine. Come on, baby.
That's terrible.
Come
That's
on.
terrible. Passion Project might be the first team to upset Shopify this year, and you're making that titchy kiss.
It was a round 2. You gotta tone it down just a little bit. This is the one we'll be, of course, eyeing at. And we'll see if it is another fast dive instead. A bit of a 2-3 open, perhaps, from Passion Project. And Shopify have really, obviously that round they carry over 5 of their guns, but they have been taking true bonuses every time. Really, not trying to flip it on a third round. And I think when you are the favorite, that makes some sense. Build up the economy as best you possibly can.
Another round where Floor just getting set up for an early peek in one area of the map, and then resetting. Super mobile on this defensive side.
Nice spam.
Damage onto Mel, and they're going to exec off a bit. Counterflash through from Alexis. Floor repositioned on the scene. What a shot! Straight through the head of Sabui. Support is there from Alexis. And Floor! What the hell is that? That was against full rifles. Shield and a Marshall.
Okay, that's sick. That's sick.
What?
It just simply is. Look at that. Is every single shot a headshot? Like,
Not
I know
the
they got
last
chipped a
one.
bit. Okay, there was...
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay.
Despicable. Despicable.
Okay. That is simply gross. Floor is holding on to the Marshall, as a matter of fact. 6K in the bank, doesn't even care.
She's
Knows it's the
7-0,
ante.
Christy.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Can anybody stop them?
Can you believe that Shopify have lost a map with Floor playing like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ridiculous stuff.
I will say, obviously, Floor dominates there, but I think that third round was another problem round for Passion Project, where they kind of got bunched up, execing into A site, no control of mid. They got pushed out of B side as well, so Shopify had the rotate over. Floor peaked B main, and still had time, after breaking that Killjoy turret, to swing Heaven on the hit. Passion Project have to be much quicker when they snap these execs against aggression, or take more control over more than just one area on the map.
Eventually, Power Pixel will get dealt with. So B main retaken, and as we're watching the Floor, there's an execute on the other side. Little target switch for Alexis, and Shopify on the road to a clean 4-0.
This was one of the rounds of all time. If you look at the
really
minimap
was.
and see where the X's are and realize that all of those kills happened within like 5 seconds of each other, like what is happening?
A little disjointed.
It's an eco, They're,
It's an eco.
they're poking and prodding where they can. But
Doesn't work out this time.
I do want to see Passion Project put a much bigger focus on controlling space into mid. Difficulty is now, of course, Floor is going to upgrade into the op, so that adds another layer of, if you're actually fighting for mid control, you're investing more utility. You have to be very mindful of Jet swinging past the different things you're going to be throwing at them. Maybe they could gamble right and fast exec into B here, but I think pivot has to be for mid.
That bonus win also means that Shopify just have generational wealth at this point. Fluorescent, despite buying an op, still has 4K creds left in the bank. And has a clean opener there onto Unstable. Not really much support to swing into that line. Maybe not aware of the op there. It's an unfortunate way to start this round for Passion Project.
I love the deep line taken here on the first op round. Unexpected, that's for sure. Might be hard to actually hold this line. Power Pixel is very close up in Pizza.
I don't think Floor thinks there's someone Pizza.
Yeah, and actually with Noya falling off of B site, that's a plant down. These 2 players here have some chances to fight their way out. Maybe not so easy as 4 players corral in one by one.
Pizza players not getting cleared here. And that Molly will cut Floor off. Paranoia coming through, blades over the top. Okay, dodging out on the flash, still finds the connection in time. So 3v2 on this retake. Jazzykins will play forward.
Placing sentry.
Needs to get something started here for Passion Project. Need to win out on this opportunity. Alarm bot down. Floor op still in hand. Re-swing onto lane. It's beautiful stuff from the star. And a right click to seal the deal. It's a Floor round through and through. Start to finish, it's all about her.
That is just gorgeous. I mean, the idea to take the passive upline in mid first, because what are Passion Project going to do? They're going to play mid. Everyone in the server knows that mid play is coming in, but none of the utility is going to hit them if they play that far back, and that's exactly what Floor does in the round. Of course, the refight is gorgeous too, turning away from their own teammates' flash, but
Yeah.
wow, what a round from start to finish.
Yeah, well, we were watching all of that too. Like, you see how well Shopify is reacting off Floor's position, re-clearing the rest of the map, setting up Paranoias to pinch back in. The kills all end up Floor. There's a lot of work behind the scenes to get her to 12-0.
Early Paranoia into B main, typical stuff, reminiscent of the pistol. And actually closing the gap now onto Sarah and Noya. Not going to actually matter as they just keep swinging wider and wider into the players in B main. That's about as fast as a round can go.
Yeah, 6-0 for Shopify now.
Wow. But another look, by the way, Fluorescent playing a passive upline in A Heaven in that round. So that is very clearly the idea of Shopify coming in against this, very fast exec heavy style is don't actually play into mains. Don't get caught by any of that initial utility. There's never been a single player that's died in main from Shopify because they're putting all of their resources into mid or more passive coordinated holds on sites.
This is a big round for Passion Project. 3 ultimates online. Still yet to find a round on the board. And they'll hit the timeout button.
The thing that makes me most mad about watching Shopify do this is they just cracked the code. This is how you beat Passion Project on this map. If they're going to keep playing like this, Passion Project will have to adapt and I think play a very different style because the passive uplines are going to continue to dominate.
It's been so difficult to find where Floor is to flush her out. She's yet to die 6 rounds into this game.
That helps. Two kills around and no deaths.
Yeah, pretty good.
Her entire team is positive this time too. By the way, Shopify have glowed up in this game 3. That is for sure. And I think that their ebb and flow of how they play the map is really good too, because whenever they want to refight in mid, Noya, who's often a solo side anchor, actually just gives up the site and goes to support her teammate on those refights.
Yeah. On that first map win and here on Ascent as well, I think Sarah and Alexis have been super impactful. Finding the right time to go for this re-aggression and also just the synergy between the two of them with the initiator utility, it's on point.
Passion Project decide to start slow playing mid. Honestly,
they might just walk into another op angle here though. This passive line is super dangerous. 2 players around the corner and it's a 1-for-1.
Mid.
You'll take that though. Op out of the equations. There's still flashes you have to worry about and whatnot, but it really makes fighting back into mid a lot harder. Now Passion Project are going to regroup. They're going to have 3 players going through mid, maybe a late lurk from Jazzykins on the B side of the map. But she actually called, so Jazzy just heard a Sova drone go into B that saw nothing. Jazzy is now calling her teammates back into that side of the map because she was anticipating the lean. But now Alexis, because there wasn't an accelerate into A, is sticking around on B and not over-rotating. So both of these teams very aware of what the other should be doing off of just one Sova drone.
Critically though, the alarm bot mid was never broken, so Shopify can commit both these players to the B side of the map to hold. Smoke off for Alexis. Support flash is ready to go. This round is all about Sarah and what she can achieve in backside. Spam onto 1, dodges out on the ultimate to keep this one going. Now support arriving. Spike on the floor, it's switch, and it's going to be troublesome to recover that one for Passion Project. The Odin still causing problems. Sarah on the spam, Alexis on the swing, and Sabui all alone.
Sabui has
Not really any time, but
But
look
Mel
who's
is waiting
holding.
for her.
She was here the whole time. Melange will get the job done. 7-0 Shopify.
That is just brutal.
That is crazy that she stays there the whole round
Yeah,
and waits for that Omen TP.
just not even flinching.
Did she ult back? I see she's one off, but I didn't catch that during the round.
I don't think she ulted back. She may have canceled ult at some point.
I think she was going to ult backside off that server ult.
That would make sense. I also, like, Mel threw a smoke over on her own B-side stairs to, like, give a pocket so someone could dodge away from flashes or darts or some of the... There's so many different layers to these holds of Shopify, really showing what a solid bunkered approach can do for you when you've got a couple players on sites. You can deal very nicely against the execs of Passion Project.
Paranoia onto Mel. Dash is great for Unstable. Finally an opener.
Oh,
Bye-bye, Floor.
what you looking at?
Not where she needed to be. Unstable keeps
No charges left.
things in control. We'll recover this operator and get a post-fight here on A. Finally an advantage to Passion Project.
Noya creeping out into mid. If she was able to find Jazzy,
Planted.
could equalize this round. But this timing is just silly. Coming around and getting the kill. Everything going right for Passion Project. And with an op now secured from Unstable to just hold that smoke from heaven. Good luck getting back into the site, Shopify.
And with this one starting as an eco, economy damage not even that important here. Flash coming through, Unstable, that's a nice shot, and that'll be a flawless thrifty round for Passion Project. Exactly what they needed to get back in this map.
Yeah, I mean, Unstable just went so fast there. They didn't even pause. Floor was completely caught by surprise because, like, who's doing that?
Yeah.
Who is going up into heaven that quickly?
Floor would maybe be the only other
Yeah.
player that would be doing that.
True. Honestly, I think the glass shattering was kind of masked as well by a lot of the bullets that was coming through. So it's possible Floor didn't even hear that in the chaos of the round. All things considered, though, that's now 2 rounds that Passion Project have gotten some serious space up into Catwalk. The previous round when Floor had the op, so I think Shopify are going to change their approach to deal with that one. It's going to start with a tight little line held from Pizza.
Passion Project waiting for any aggression. They won't find anything early. So with a minute 15, send Unstable back to try and re-clear mid here.
I feel like they're so out of their comfort zone right now. They want to just be running execs, but the actual time they're just sitting in mid at the start without spotting the operator. They have no info on that. They need to get info where this op is, but the way Floor's been playing, it's never really offered. That is a sick play. Flash from Power Pixel on Catwalk to peek that angle? Okay.
And out of the cloudburst too, to give more angles that Unstable could be fighting from. That is a fantastic start. So for the 3rd round in a row, Fluorescent is down. You dealt with the boogeyman in your closet. Now you have to actually do the damage, win the round. Exec onto A. No command means doesn't really help, and now trying to span away. Won't find much of a connection. The ultimate coming out from Sarah will. That's a kill onto Power Pixel. The odds are even. The spike still yet to be planted. 15 seconds, they might be able to flood this one. Unstable misses out on the movement. The drone is coming up over the top. That op still holding towards main, but a smoke now blocking 2 of these players off. Molly into main. Passion Project is severed in 2, and Unstable needs to go massive, and they will not. Mel now activating the flank, spots out both, but Jazzy takes her down. Sabui in hell, overwhelmed and dealt with. Now a lockdown to try and close this round. Alexis sticking to half. Alexis holding all the way, but she is off, and that lockdown might just seal the deal. 1v1. Spike halfway. Lazy Lion hears the footsteps. Here's the tap, needs to hit the shot, and they will. Passion Project, a 2nd round in a row off the Red Bull clutch.
Oh, Lazy Lion has been so clutch lately. I mean, so many rounds on bind won by them. Here, I mean, the combination of that play with the quick scope, okay, that's disgusting. But then that operator that Unstable had, they chucked it back to Lazy Lion. That's Lazy Lion with an op in the post play. The right call, and it pays off massively for them.
but that money Shopify built up early means they still have an op, they still have an Odin, and they still have a chance to rip this momentum back away from Passion Project.
And the adjustment from Passion Project to start playing slower into mid has opened up Fluorescent to play an actual op in main. Gets the shot, gets the kill. Now B is a problem. Passion Project typically accelerate away from that op, away from that early aggression, but don't really have the setup to be able to do it over towards A. Mel's been able to bunker down in wine with that forward smoke in main. We'll refresh that as Floor's op rotates back over into tree. But they're really they're trying to fake, the Sova drone over into the B site like they're doing something. It's a fake on a fake because now the spike is running back into it. But at the end of the day, we're 45 seconds left, and there has been no meaningful territory gained by Passion Project.
And this is reminiscent of rounds on Bind, on Lotus earlier in the series when the mid-round gets complicated. Shopify gets in control. Floor gets the better of the opposing Jet. Now it's an exec into B, and look who's here. Noya and Sarah ready to bunker down yet again. They've done it before. Support from Mel. A smoke for Noya. She'll swing off her teammates. Death goes 1 for 1, but Floor has arrived now. The trade is there as well. Sabui stuck out in a 1v1 against Alexis. Needs to win this one. 3 bullets. Can't get it done. Power Pixel. The newest addition to this Passion Project squad. The one to beat Shopify the last time they fell in a Game Changers. Knifed off. Molly's missing. They do not know where Power Pixel is. But it matters not. Alexis finds the trade. And Shopify Rebellion regain control.
You saw it for a moment there. You thought it was going to work out, but nope. Not at the end of the day. Passion Project, made a running for it after Floor gets 2 picks early on. And it wasn't to do with any of their fakes, right? Faking back into B main, faking over into Cat. No, that all got shut down. It was just sort of fighting to the death on site. Power Pixel was the hero on Bind. Very nearly got it done again, but I don't know. Passion Project in a tough spot. They're actually buying out the operator again on attack. I thought that was just a carryover from winning the round and picking it up, but it's something Unstable actually wants to use in these slower rounds.
It's the same duel again. Floor and Unstable, but Jazzy's ahead of it. Just classic Floor.
And also now Unstable reveals that there's an operator into B main, so unlikely Fluorescent sticks back into that area. And with Op and Killjoy on one side of the map, Passion Project run away from that, but it means there's a 3 stack on the other side. No matter where you go, Shopify have an absolutely lights-out setup. And you don't have a dash anymore to enter the site. Even if you did, Unstable's got an operator, so it's really just about clearing the close corners with it.
I'm surprised that Unstable sticks to this op. It might become a problem now. The op shows, shot misses, and Alexis is going to go aggro into the shorty. Down she goes. Good dart for Sarah. The op close corners. Gets it done. I don't know how that works out, but Floor will just keep going. Blades pop. Behind her is Sabui. She's just sprang in the middle of the fight, dashing away. What is going on?
30 seconds left.
We'll even out to a 1v2. Lockdown committed.
Sabui gets access to the ult, though. There's options to be able to dodge out this ability with the reposition or the cancel. She has
that ult. Wait, what? What is going on? A massive blunder there for Sabui. No ult use.
Yeah.
Just gets detained in the open and loses a very winnable round.
I think the idea was that you're assuming that they maybe rush a little bit coming out because it's insane to not ult there, right? But it's a little bit of a mind game, perhaps. Hard to say in a situation like that because 1 second and maybe she can find a couple of kills, but at the end of the day, it slips badly away from Passion Project.
That might be the nail in the coffin of this half. 10-2 on the horizon.
With that passive op line back towards A. Passion Project only saw this the one round. They dove up into Cat. Now they see the angle. quickly out, but Sarah is just spamming from tree. Unstable shut down. Yes, they can get out into the site, but not if Floor has anything to say about that. Still looking on the line, only barely forced back by a molly. But now the reinforcements have arrived well and truly.
Sabui on the angle towards heaven, but Noya taking care of the teammates, and Sabui might not have enough to do. 2 players on the other side. Spike not planted, but Sabui on the fight. It's only 1-for-1. That is definitely not enough. Shopify Rebellion 10-2 at the half. I mean, the call in that final round is great. They go for an aggressive piece down mid with Nell TPing into a smoke off of a dart flash combo. That makes Passion Project think they can quick excel into A, and it'll be the weak side there. Maybe expecting that AWP to be a part of the play, but instead they walk right into that passive line with the Odin spam from Sarah, and the chances are dwindling here.
Yeah, it's just a devastating start. The thing is, too, Shopify haven't had to play this map in 2 months. It's hard to prep against them. Passion Project played this just a couple of days ago. That said, if I'm going to cope for Passion Project, I would say that their Flood retakes looked really, really good on this map. They've got to get through the pistol round first, though. That's the absolute focus for them. Unstable actually went for a Sheriff, trying to find something from down in bottom mid. We'll see. It's a really strange setup from Passion Project. You never see a Killjoy embed in Wine, as a matter of fact, but I think with that setup, they want to have more options to refight into mid or hold on to this tree contact, maybe with the Paranoia ready to go off of the turret seeing something. That is, if Shopify ever worked down Cat into tree.
Fake smokes towards B from Shopify Rebellion. And they will be walking towards this embedded Killjoy.
So the
like maybe
turret,
there's a flash off the turret?
yes, they've got Paranoia, they've got KO Flash, and the turret sees both Cat and into main. A double swing ready to come not too far after this.
There's the contact. Paranoia not committed though. Jazzy waiting things out. They still suspect her in this position, but not for long enough. Jazzy waits for the perfect opportunity and completely shuts down the play. The trap setup doesn't work how you think it would, but they find success regardless, and Noya in the 1v5 is locked out of this round.
And here they come. There you go. Passion Project still have winning chances in this game. I think there might have been a knife that came in. I saw someone got their utility disabled. Maybe we could see that in a replay, but all things considered, just the push and pull that Passion Project had there with the turret, the KO, completely baiting for Jazzy in the corner. Again, Killjoys don't go into that corner. That is very unique coming through from them. Although Passion Project, they're investing pretty heavily into this round. Sometimes when you're down this much, it can be good to go for an FPX buy and just go like 3 Guardians and actually try to win out in the 3rd round. But because they're on defense, they don't really have the luxury to play around sort of stacked around those guns.
Shopify pressure towards A. Now rotate back.
Yeah, they tried to only show the one player with the classic, not revealing the Sheriff in Floor's hands. Easy orb farm too, but I still don't think Shopify are committing off of that. Mel was trying to find something perhaps into Cat. Now though with jump peeking, just back in CT. Very hard for Shopify to gather too much space. I think trying to break this alarm bot could open up maybe a pivot from one of those A players towards B to get this split underway.
And here it comes.
30 seconds left.
One player late in main, 4 through Cat. Good Paranoia. Floor will tuck for now. Power Pixel might actually be under some pressure here. Swing forward, Floor takes him down. Sabui has that Guardian and will hold strong. A double. Unstable helping out in that mix, and that's a knife out from Floor. Just trying to run him down. Won't happen there. So Sabui, she'll clean things up, and Passion Project convert a critical round there.
Yeah, Unstable picks up a Spectre just to chuck back to a teammate, but that's going to be the op. Yeah, saving that much money. 2,600 in the bank after winning the pistol, you're going to have money for the operator to come in. So that is Passion Project's trump card here, really. They could, if they wanted to, have Lazy Lion upgrade off of the Stinger into a rifle, but instead risking going down to 11 to actually have an economy, which is a commendable choice. Seeing a similar idea from Unstable to Floor in the first half, where that first op round, you try to mask it, so some baiting from Sabui into main will fall back into tree, and have that double hold. Actually, we'll stick around on Generator. Power Pixel will have the flash out from the smoke, because Passion Project love to pre-take you. They love to flood out as the exit comes underway. It's exactly what we're going to have here.
That op already shown and dashed away, the smoke not being broken, and the anchor is dead.
Ooh.
That op now becomes more of a liability than anything, and they might just have to save it already. I mean, a tough call to go back into this one, but staring down the barrel of 11. Power Pixel is going to try and get something done. Flood back in, Sarah gets the first. The trade is eventually there, but this reflank is going to come late from Floor, and Mel has dealt with the player on site. That op has got to run for the hills.
Floor's hunting it. She is not going to let the operator escape from this one. Here's some footsteps, gets the first, and now knows.
The micro adjustment there is beautiful. Jazzy will get away with this op, but it's still a clean round there for Shopify. 2 away from winning this series and making it to another grand finals.
By the way, Shopify's prep is good, or their protocols, either way. It's a one-way smoke on that tree corridor, so that you can't really pop, or you can't really flash through that and still swing. It's a very unfavorable angle. If I flash a little bit further, you're not actually going to be able to trade off of it so quickly, and then you've got people that aren't actually hit looking at you. So Passion Project's setup of trying to flash back into tree, not as reliable, and all of a sudden they have Sabui stuck on site because the op can't really swing out of heaven. Your KO can't swing back through the smoke on you. And that's how to sort of destroy a defensive setup 101 right there. Just those slight variations on utility that leave players completely on their own.
Last chance for Passion Project as they take this time out here. Feels like we've seen this kind of game so many times before. A close game 1, Shopify a little slow to warm up, then a team finding a massive opportunity, taking a map win off them. But it's always when we get to map 3, when we get late in these series, when Shopify really digs deep, that they always tend to win it. Haven't lost a series of Game Changers yet this year.
And if Passion Project are going to battle back, my eyes are on Unstable. The operator purchased 2 rounds in a row. Or sorry, hold on to, but you know what I'm saying. They're shooting an operator 2 rounds in a row. You've got to be able to find value with that and find some opening kills. But it's not so simple with how Shopify are playing. Shopify might just look to run over that A site once again. If they feel comfortable in the post plant, might as well. Passion Project's pivot is to just fight here very actively. I don't think we're getting a paranoia off the rip. It'll be a one-way smoke. Maybe some bait for the op here yet again, except this time it'll be real close. And there you go. Take down Floor. That's a good start.
But there was a trade within that. Sarah took down the KO on the other side.
That is a worth trade, Mimi.
Sure.
You trade anyone for Floor.
That means no dash for an execute here. Mel will be that dive player. Oh no, Sabui blinded off, taken down as well. This round is falling apart. The op not ready on the angle. Noya's Lurk active for 1. Another opportunity for her as well. As Jazzykins feel this round slipping. Molly at her feet. Lazy Lion joining up, but even flushing out Noya doesn't make this round done. Still a 2v3 on the retake. Still difficult. Sarah in main. A crossfire towards Hell on the site. Lazy Lion will tag 1. Odin spam soon to come in, but Jazzykins pressured away on the other side. 1-for-1 might not be good enough. Jazzy against Sarah. Time ticking away from her. She's going to try and run Sarah down, but the delay is so good. Does Jazzy have it? She'll sprint back for the spike.
Imagine if I died right now.
And it's going to be close.
So funny.
Halfway. A critical moment, and Jazzy gets it done. 0.16, all she needs. Passion Project get a defensive round.
Jazzykins is wild for running at Sarah there. Like, what a call. The time is down to the absolute wire. Not trying to bait off of a tap, and instead running down your opponent there. That is a gutsy move.
The jump peek, too.
Whoa.
God damn.
You love to see that.
Placing swamp grenade.
Absolutely gorgeous. Passion Project, they're still in this game. Sarah's down to a sheriff off that. Passion Project once again fighting into main. This time, though, Sarah gets immediate revenge, knocks down Unstable. And maybe a judge can battle through. Yeah, okay.
There's a kill on the floor.
Hey, we take that trade every time.
Sure, but Sabui's going to do a little bit more than just take the trade. Picks up a double. The judge reactivated. Hello, Power Pixel. That is a shutdown on this site exact.
That's what I'm talking about, by the way. Just stepping out of that tree smoke every single time they have the chance.
Yep.
Passion Project love to, especially Power Pixel, always looking for that. And I think, like, that's a round where actually Mel throws the floor smoke. Maybe with less time to set it up, just trying to rush the play a little bit. Might try to change things up here after realizing, hey, that's now a couple of times there's been a player close on that angle. Are Passion Project really just fighting A main again?
Yeah, it looks like it.
They called the timeout, and they've got one strat, folks, but it's working.
And Shopify won't head that way this round. Instead, maybe trying to set up for a B split here.
I like that the move is after no one's in A main, the quick refight into that flash from up high, chucked out from the corner, and yeah, a lot of damage done, even on the exec. Alexis down to 41 HP. And it's just a hit and run. They get that kill, completely bail out of the tree position. This is a mobile Passion Project. And honestly, a really nice opening to the round.
Yeah, super proactive stuff there. Unstable just going to jump peek towards spawn. This alarm bot will catch that Shopify is lurking in this area. And this B split is going to be really tough.
Oh, well. We've got a little smoke blocking off the alarm bot. Don't put your leg in the smoke floor. Don't be doing that. They're looking all the way back towards
Unstable's
spawn.
aware, though.
Oh,
Flash
but
is
does it
good.
matter?
The flash will fade. It's a fight. Getting one there isn't the worst. This gun
We
will be
take
guarded by
that
Jazzy,
trade
though.
every time, Mimi.
Every
Floor
time.
is down every time. It doesn't matter if it's a sheriff versus a vandal. No. We take that.
Lazy Lion.
One enemy
Okay,
remaining.
finds one. Anchors on this site. All you gotta do is find that trade. Take down the floor. Find the right site in the
all
late
I'm
round.
saying
You're
is
good.
Floor has been one of the first two players to die in the last 3 rounds. And if we pull up the scoreboard, yep, there we've got it. 3 rounds in a row. Passion Project, actually, 5 out of the last 6. This defense has been money.
Shopify feel this one getting dangerous. They're gonna call this timeout. Big ults online for them. This could be the swing round to close this game for Shopify.
Seeing the Odin on Sarah is interesting. Maybe some counter spam looking for it in B main in this round. But also now they've seen 3 fights into A main. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think only one of those rounds even had the operator, so it's not even entirely revealed to Shopify. Like, hey, maybe Unstable is trying to take the rifle
I think
into
that
us.
op has been over towards A twice as well.
Yeah.
So
So we'll see now. Shopify obviously opened up into that A a couple of times, but maybe if they just think they can seize quick control into mid, like actually get up into that market space so the fast rotate over from A main into tree can't catch them on the timing. That could be an option for them. But they have to see actually what the pivot is from Passion Project, because there's almost no chance that Passion Project do that same A main open 4 rounds in a row. They might try to mask it with an Omen Smoke, similar to what they did last round where they bailed out of there very quickly. But yeah, like I'm saying, now you've got that Jet off walking straight over into B main.
Passion Project setting up heavy towards B this round. 4 players.
Oh, Jazzy has the operator, by the way, with the lockdown and playing hell. That is weird. Like,
They go for
lockdown
something
not
fast.
retaking?
They are. Here comes the push through the smoke. Flash for Power Pixel. Floor dodging it all. There's a teleport over the top. Sabui is diving into Noya's face. They'll die. The trades are here. Alexis picking up a double. The ultimate great from Sarah. The play is done. 2v4. Now the Killjoy with an op has to try and work her way back into this B site. Lazy Lion getting ahead of it. Needs to get a fight here. Lockdown ticking away. Mel with smoke in hand, but the jiggle's too good. And Lazy Lion has got to run 3 seconds to get out of this one. Will escape just in time. Both players towards spawn now blinded up. Smoked off, and Lazy Lion still gets one. But it's only 1 for 1. Shopify will march their way into the B site, secure a post plant. And now it's Jazzy in the clutch.
Spike planted.
Up in hand, trying to find a opener, an opportunity. But Shopify aren't giving it. A close walk up for Alexis. With Mel holding on that other side, this crossfire is brutal to deal with. The op picked up again. Jazzy knows it's over. No chance to win this round. Shopify series point.
That is a heartbreaking round from Passion Project. Changing it up, changing the tempo completely with that dive into main. I mean, it's fun. Sabui trying to TP into their own smoke up on top ticket, play off the flash dart combo to maybe get some spam kills out of it. But Shopify, even though they were blinded up, like you got Floor smoking herself, the rest of the team good on the protocol, so they just shut it down completely with that triangle defense. That has got to be discouraging for a Passion Project when you call such a gamble to an opener like that after winning so many just plain rounds and it fails. Now your enemy is on match point.
Can I get this?
Recovery is tough.
And despite winning so many rounds in a row, the money is kind of tough here. Unstable will keep the Blade Storms. That saved Operator. We'll go over to Jazzykins for the second round now.
Oh, I like this from Shopify. They're not playing A main anymore? Okay, let's just go back there. Passion Projects are trying a lot of different things, and it is not what has been so dominant for them. Actually, a falling one-way smoke for Mel. That's an attack-sided smoke, by the way, to catch any player from swinging on that corner. And they're not even accelerating off of that. 4 players got tagged up by the knife off of that one. A lot of utility being spent. If you look at the minimap, look at the pull that Shopify have just had against Passion Project. 4 players there, drones, knives, everything spent. That B site, nobody's home, Mimi.
But Floor never proc the dash, so they have an opportunity to go back heavy into A, or turn this into a split. There's lots of options in this round. A minute on the clock, and Passion Project hold their nerve on the A stack.
Shopify know if they can break this alarm bot that's been in mid pretty consistently, they'll open things up, but they're not ready for the op there. Actually, Jazzy pushed back with a dink to the head. 50 HP on her. But that's pushed the op so far back over into A that now there's no mid control, there's no B control, but Shopify are walking into the 5 stack.
Ultimate pops. Mel, first one up. Lazy Lion does not have a gun out. Here comes the paranoia. Sabui has to get something done. But that smoke is too good. She's overwhelmed. Jazzy stuck on the other side of a smoke. Power Pixel bleeding out. Who can be the hero? Who can keep them in this one? Unstable on the op. Connection found. And now the lockdown committed into the round.
10 seconds.
2v2. A post plant. Alexis struggling to get away from the ultimate. 3 seconds
She
left.
can't get out.
She's detained. It's a 1v2 for Mel. Jazzy takes down Alexis. Paranoia comes through. Can the IGL win the clutch? Unstable holds the line and the op connects. Somehow, someway, Passion Project are still in this game.
So many ridiculous things happen to the round. First of all, Shopify exec into 5 players and win the exec by all things. Like, that got battled back into them. Jazzykins ends up trading away the operator, doesn't even have a gun for half of the retake after getting dinked out in mid, but it was her ultimate, really, that solved this round. Even looking to, fish out from heaven and slow down Alexis on the retreat. That was important to securing that round as well. Still, lots of work to be done from Passion Project. They have to win 4 more in a row. But, with that, they have the majority of a buy here going to this one. Lazy Lion can't actually get armor and buy a teammate, so Sabui will go for a Guardian, but it hardly really matters when the money on the other side is scuffed as well, Mimi.
4 rounds away for Passion Project to try and pull this one to overtime. And a technical pause for some time to think.
What are they thinking of, Mimi? Thinking of the birds?
What are they thinking of?
Thinking of the next round, probably. Not allowed to talk about the game.
Round.
That's
No.
tough.
but thinking of probably trying to make it to that finals. These players have got to be so motivated. We've seen a lot of them have their moments towards the top with other rosters, Jazzy and Power Pixel, both making those appearances at international events in the past. But everyone else has been a mainstay on this scene, trying to find that final, that chance. As we have a bit of an update, mouse issue for one of the players. They're just going to get that one fixed quickly.
Yeah. We're going to get a cat on that one quickly. Goes by the name of Tom.
That might actually make the problem worse.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
No. Oh, check out. And so we get these scenic views, and because we haven't really talked about it today,
Sure.
in case you're wondering, you can usually expect when Shopify is in the title, but this is the game to win to go on to the finals here in GC in the upper bracket. Loser will fall down to lower bracket, play in a best of 3 tomorrow, up against the winner of the series that comes after this. Of course, you've been following FlyQuest Red since dropping down to lowers immediately versus Solstice. Well, they've got a rematch up against that Solstice team, and that's going to be a battle for 3rd place as well. So stick around after this, of course. But these next 3 days, a lot of Valorant to be played.
And also for that loser, it will actually be that BO5 lower finals. So even more difficult, right? Going down there, not a lot of time to turn around and prep, real test of your map pool. You don't really play a lot of best out of 5s. That FlyQuest Red team, probably the favorite to win that match, but Solstice has been on a bit of a run this tournament.
It really
finding
depends.
that upset early on with the upper bracket quarterfinal to send FlyQuest on this lower bracket run.
It's not insane to call FlyQuest it's a little, I think it might be a little insane actually now that I'm talking into it.
You think so?
I think pre-event you could say, yeah, maybe, but FlyQuest had a little bit of a bumpy ride to even get here.
Sure.
Not winning one of those open qualifiers, which you maybe would have expected with them. Of course, also losing to Solstice. That said, they have looked like a completely different team in lowers.
Yeah.
I felt that on a personal level.
Yep,
but,
sorry about that.
yeah, so I actually just think that's a quality game. I wouldn't even really give a favorite in that matchup. That one is about
But at
as
least
close
when
as
you
can
look
get.
at the org, the history, the name value, if this Solstice roster could come together, make a top 3, there's a lot of players who have never been that far in a Game Changers before. It would be a big moment for them.
It is always interesting, right? Because there's not a ton of, organizations in the scene at the moment. Shopify being one of them, FlyQuest being the other, 2 of the, I guess, literally just the longest standing names in the scene. But, you've always got a team like Passion Project. These are all such quality players. You know literally everyone on that roster. You expect them to be up into the top 3. I think Solstice really is the new guard, and maybe we'll be seeing them play up against one of these 2 teams. But that was just a quick preview for the other series going down, because we have a little bit of a moment. Also, I figured everyone knows everything there is to know about Shopify, so yeah, we don't need to beat a dead horse.
Quick review. The core of this team has been in 12 GC finals in a row. They
That's
don't
a lot
tend
of
to
finals.
lose these. It's actually all of them, in fact, ever in North America and internationally.
And Jazzy was a part of a lot of those.
Yep, early on. Stories, that's true. And now her roster, Passion Project, trying to get back to that place.
This would be a legendary comeback, by the way. It's Shopify on the timeout, but Passion Project were down 10-2 after their attacking half. There's still a long way to go, but as you can see, I think Shopify have called to go for a half buy, make sure that for the last 3, they're going to be in a solid position to buy on out.
This is still kind of scary, though, for Passion Project. Floor has Bladestorm, and they will have at least one other. They're forcing into this round? At least going to buy that one hero rifle.
Yeah, Floor is going to have knives for next round. So on an eco, I think it's better to hero when you have the knives, because if you die, you can drop that to a teammate. Exactly. And the next round, it doesn't matter if you drop a gun, because your teammates are going to have guns. And hey, the next round, if you lose your knives, you can pick up a teammate's gun. It all makes sense.
And if you get an opening kill, get a second gun, could even drop your rifle over, pop blades, try and snowball it.
Look, if you remember, everything has been about A main control. Unstable's got the op here. Shopify have 4 players here. Can Unstable find Floor? No, the shot just narrowly doesn't connect. That said, though, Shopify aren't accelerating off of that. And I like this calling from them, right? They're throwing the same, looks like a defense-sided smoke, but the way it blooms out a little bit into the site really threatens to pop on through.
Power Pixel almost Got a piece of Noya in B main. But doesn't find that shot, and instead Shopify will call back towards B.
Yeah, I'm wondering what Sarah's doing. It looked like for a second maybe it was going to stick around A main, throw down a drone fake or something like this. Instead, called back to the team. But again, Passion Project have read a lot of this. It actually looks like the first round of the game where they fight in A main early, rotate back to control some space in mid, and just have 3 players here ready to shut down Shopify.
Shock Dart will deal a bit of damage. Dash in for Fluorescent. Power Pixel finds the entry. Gets wide on this angle. A great reposition as well. Tucking close. The spam is excellent. A meat grinder in main. As Sabui will clean up the last 2. And Passion Project will deal with a risky round well and bring the gap to 3.
Yeah, Power Pixel, by the way, again, was able to get through that market smoke very, very quickly. Mel threw another one-way smoke on there to try and make it harder, but they didn't slow down. Power Pixel just got right on out of that, dropped down into logs, and held it through very nicely. So now we've got the real round from Shopify, opening up stronger over into B. I think this might actually just be a full-on exec through. I would actually love to see this from them. Passion Project have been so focused around mid and A main lately that there is just a big gap over here.
Yeah, this is going to be a play into mid from Passion Project as Shopify gets to site. This game will come down to this retake. 5v5. Alexis has a null command still left. Try and stall some more time in this coast flank.
That one way that you see, it's so annoying. They can't flood out through it like they would have liked to. They've got 5 players ready to retake, but it's all being stalled out for that full duration.
I think the drone did spot 2 in main. That could be critical. Paranoia, Shock Dart. This is the first line of defense that has to be dealt with. And they pick up both. That is huge for Passion Project. Floor has a Bucky trying to hold this line. No other weapon now with that null command starting to pulse through from the team. And even the Blade Storms to invest as the spam, though, takes care of Mel. It's 2 versus 5. In they go. Blades right click missing. And Alexis there to trade out, still alive. 1v3, and the swing will be shut down. Passion Project make it to 10.
Passion Project are laser focused right now. The spam shots from the Lazy Lion finding 2, I think, on that, just fully committing onto the spray as players swing into their crosshair. Within spitting distance now. It's another save for Shopify. They only have 1 real buy round left in them, and that's going to be on 12-11. Assuming all goes according to plan for Passion Project. It's been a long time since we've seen a team give Shopify a run for their money like this. And it just makes you excited about what's in store. Regardless of how it pans out, a potential rematch down the line. But we're back to A main early on here, Mimi. Passion Project not giving that up easily.
Unstable operator. Again, pushed off this line. Shopify have gotten A main control round after round on this attacking side, but they've really never been excelling into A. Passive angle on the off.
Floor is all the way up cat.
Out as well.
Like, all Floor has to do is fight tree as the players flood out into sight. Sabu would be turned around. It doesn't even matter. She just gets it initially. Dashes into the site. Unstable now. Swings out from heaven. Equalizes in the kills. And from backside 2, Power Pixel has arrived for 2 kills on the round. Mel finally takes them down, but the spike is stuck out by Stack. And the players of Passion Project continue to rotate back in. It's all on Mel here. With so much work to do, so much territory to push back into, and the swings don't stop coming. Passion Project are unrelenting, 1 off OT.
This half was 10-2 in favor of Shopify Rebellion. The team that has never missed a finals in Game Changers history. The core that has always been that. And Passion Project keep it going. Unstable, missing that first shot, finds a massive opportunity, and Power Pixel, ridiculous on the anchor there.
The entire game has been about A main control, and the last one is going to be about B. Both teams bailing out of the situation. Although Shopify are not fast playing it. Unstable is. The flash on the turret just to try and swing out on the wide line, but Shopify, the instant response is to get back into mid, drone out, make sure no refight is going to be coming back into them. And all that to say, Fluorescent once again trying their hand up into tree. This time Sabui is ready.
An opening kill. And now an execute into A. Hunter's Fury will clear the angles. And the players will follow for Shopify. A flash in. They want to even this advantage, not just get trapped onto the site.
Wow.
But Passion Project is not getting chances. The discipline here showing.
Sarah's fishing heaven.
Can
He's
she
fishing.
find
No!
Unstable on the shot. 3 kills away from overtime. Plant in. Noya on the swing. Unstable missing out. So many opportunities. None of them connect. Nell in hell. And Alexis picking up a double. A third kill found as well. Noya has us into a winnable clutch. Lazy Lion on the stick. Halfway on the defuse. A swing out. Connections not coming through. Passion Project make it to overtime. From 10-2 to 12-12.
I can't remember this ever happening.
Overtime.
A team coming back against Shopify Rebellion down 2-10 at the half?
It hasn't. It never does.
That is obscene. Completely absurd. But now, it's about which team can actually win a round on their attack. Both sides have been so solid on defense. But our Jet players have been weakened in OT. If we want to up, there is no armor. That's the choice Fluorescent has decided to make. And that's a tough one to go for. But it could pay off so big if she's able to creep up into B main and really contain this side of the map.
A main control for Passion Project.
Passion Project started looking a lot better when they played their round slower. Unstable loves to get up into Cat, and if they can find their moment. Completely isolated right now, forced back by the paranoia. You can see Shopify reading this like an absolute book. Unstable has no chance against the Gigabrain of Mel.
So a 4v5. All but locked into this A hit, have to commit through. Spam is good to deal damage from Shopify, but doesn't find a kill. Jazzy tucked late
So patient.
in mid. Her lurk could be make or break. But Mel checks it. Again, she's so ready for each of these plays. And Jazzy has to go all the way around the world or bide her time to try and have impact in this round. Power Pixel stuck in hell. Sarah spamming from heaven. And Shopify Rebellion winning by attrition, one at a time. Passion Project fall. It is a flawless retake in overtime. Shopify, you can never count them out.
Okay, Mel, I see how it is. Mel is just in their heads right now. I mean, fully reading Unstable's position up Cat. I wonder what the clue in on that was. Maybe just not seeing Unstable in the pack in A main. You start to question, but then reading the late lurk timing as well, knowing Jazzykins. That was clean. Passion Project, though, they've been here before. Another up purchased for Unstable, and for the first time ever, maybe, looking to get aggressive with it through bot mid, Mimi.
No one's here to receive, though, at least early on. Couple players posted.
Oh, they're looking for it.
Stable. Smoked off. Sabui on a crossfire.
Passion Project have never played around like this. 2 players on bench. Shopify. Are they lazy on the clear? No. Drone sees absolutely everything, but it might not matter. Sabui swings around the corner. Power Pixel helping out from Market. Shopify put down into the dirt. Fluorescent, the only player to try and equalize.
Jazzy still has a hold towards Cat. So Shopify, where can they even go at this point in the round? It'll be a 1v1 fight. Flash is good. Mel is dead! How's Jazzy done that? Diffed in the last round, successful in this one. 4v2. Spike picked up for Floor. Where does Shopify go?
It's going to be back into mid, where it all began. And there is a gap here. Only 35 seconds, but the door closed means they have to go all the way back into CT. That's where the duo is. 1-for-1 trade. Fluorescent still alive. And the dash popped means a decision has been made. Floor has to go into the B site. Quick dash over to the switch. No chance to even close that one. 17 seconds left on the clock. Knows where the KO is, but the rest of the team not so certain. 12 seconds left. Has to kill this player back in spawn, but it's just not happening. Somehow, Fluorescent gets the 3. Knives out, 4 kills for Floor. There's time to plant the spike, and it brings it all down to Fluorescent versus Jazzy. A reload now. And Jazzy stepping straight back up into Floor to go to the finals, to advance here with an ace. And Jazzy has to drop, comes back down, but the knives don't hit. Coming back in is Jazzy. And now where is she? Where is she? She's in the walls. Fluorescent, though, gets the ace, and it's Shopify to take the series.
What the hell is that? Switching her guns so many times throughout that round, back and forth. A one tap with the knives, a connection with the shorty. No matter who you are, no matter how close you get it, no one is beating Shopify when it comes to making a final. That is one of the most ridiculous clutches I think we've ever seen. An iBuyPower ace to end this round, this game, and to shut down possibly the most insane comeback we could have ever had in Game Changers.
All the way back from 10-2 down battling, and then it's there. Jazzy versus Floor. You couldn't write a better finish than that one. And my word, Floor, good games today. Pretty good games today.
Pretty good. I mean, what a series. Shopify truly pushed to the limit. They're our first team to the finals, but we still have to decide who's going to be facing them down below. That second game will come up after the break.
Every time I needed a new phone, I had to switch carriers.
I told him, at Verizon, everyone can get the best deals. Like that iPhone 15 on them.
Switching all the time, it wasn't easy.
35. You're gonna be here forever.
I know.
Here's your wireless contract.
Do I need a lawyer for this? Those were hard days.
Representative switch!
Now that I got a huge storage and battery upgrade, I'm officially done switching.
New and existing customers get iPhone 15 on us when they trade in any iPhone, any condition, guaranteed.
I really wish you told me sooner.
I did.
Look what I've just made. The perfect pearl.
Not too bad, but check this out.
Whoa, a true Venus clam.
Red Bull gives you wings.